All right, so we wanted to give you a little message here because we've been doing these videos every Monday for 8 years and never took a break. And for many years, Mike has always brought up to me, you know, sometime we should probably take a break just to be able to catch up and stuff. And all television shows take breaks. Like any talk show, any sitcom, like everything always takes a break, except we've kept this going Monday after Monday for 8 years. And I mean, I find that really impressive. But Mike has always brought up to me, like, hey, you know, one of these times we should take a break and just, you know, catch up on stuff.
But that said, we will be doing some other videos. I'm hoping that James and I can do some stuff for October, some horror-related things. And I think it might be a good like mental reboot for us to just sort of take a little break from the Let's Plays for a little while. And then we'll come back in February. And we'll probably start recording again before then, maybe like December or whatever. We'll get ahead, because that's another thing. Sometimes we're recording these episodes. Sometimes we're really, really far ahead, and then other times it's like the week before and we have to record one. So giving us a break for a while will help us like catch up a little bit, so we're not so stressed out by it. So yeah, and in the meantime,
at the same time,
I really enjoy doing these, and people enjoy watching them. Like, I get a lot of really nice messages, and they say that, you know, like watching these videos, it makes them feel like they're in the room with us, you know? Like, it's kind of like when you're sitting down with friends playing a game. So these videos, people have really enjoyed, and it's really nice to know whenever people write me something like that.
So to be clear, we are still doing this. We will be back in February. We're coming back. James and I both love doing this. We just need a break. We've been doing it for 8 years. And James was mentioning it's like a TV show. I know that James and Mike Mondays is a Let's Play thing. It's not a TV show. But we've been doing it for 8 years, and we just need a little bit of a break. But we will be back in February. And another thing I want to mention is when we do come back, I'm hoping in the future... we're taking kind of a longer break right now, but in the future when we come back, I want to build in breaks so that this doesn't happen again. So when we come back, you know, maybe we'll record videos for a year and then take a month off or something like that in the future, like any other TV show normal thing would get, you know.
We're still making the nerd videos the priority, so this will give me a little bit more time to focus on those and to do like a few more movie reviews, stuff like that. So we're still working on stuff just the same. But now it's not like... The main thing that's changed is that now it's not like, oh, every Monday there has to be a James and Mike Monday, and every Friday there has to be a rental review. So now it's kind of just like we have more flexibility to put out whatever type of content we want on any given day. So it's not really like the same type of relentless schedule.
And one other thing is I feel like both of us kind of have wanted a little bit of extra time to be able to do some other types of content on the channel, like creatively. I know that James and I used to record videos. You guys remember like the old pizza taste test video we did and like things like that? And when James and I remember when we did that like Abbott and Costello thing?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I'd like to just, you know, hopefully during this time we'll record something, you know, some other stuff if we get the chance to. That'll be something a little different, because I've been itching to just do something a little different than the Let's Plays. But I do love doing the Let's Plays, and we are going to continue it. Just a little break. So we will be back in February. We will see you then.
All right, so you remember the AVGN episode Wizard of Oz? That game was one of the worst, if not the worst, Super Nintendo game I ever played. Like, there's not much that compares. Usually you find those type of games that are really broken and just make no sense, you usually find them on NES. It seemed like the quality control got better as time went on. With Super Nintendo, it's a lot more rare to find something like this, but this is like bad. This is like almost as bad as it can get. And despite you playing the lion, you didn't actually get to play the game, did you?
Not this one. A lot of the times for AVGN, you and I, just like James and Mike Mondays, would sit and record the game. But for this one, I did not ever play it before. I've never played this game, actually.
Wow. So, because a lot of times you're there while I'm playing it, and we're like writing notes and coming up with ideas, help me with the research and stuff. But this one, it was just me playing it, I guess?
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't think I was with you when you did this. I'm pretty sure you did all of this one.
Okay, well,
I just got together with you, obviously, when we recorded like the live action, the lion part of it.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, you are in for a treat, a shit treat.
I mean, I've watched the videos, but like, it's different when you play it for yourself. I would imagine a lot of people that watch AVGN, it's kind of like, it really is different when you watch somebody, you know, play it. And you can understand the critiques and stuff, but then you can, when you actually play it for yourself. So I'm actually really interested to see, because it's actually disappointing. I already get it. Like, I know this is going to be a bad game, but it kind of sucks because the graphics are really good, and I love The Wizard of Oz. So it's actually really disappointing that this game is bad.
Yeah.
Because I would have loved a good, like, platforming Wizard of Oz, you know, game like this. Actually, this would be a perfect game for somebody to take and, like, fix, because it could be, this could be awesome, and it's a shame it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, so give it a shot.
All right, so let's see. I want to see myself what's so bad about this, and you can help walk me through it, because I don't really know.
Yeah. The one thing that made it easier for the episode, I remember, was passwords, because... like, I would play every stage, but if I could not get through a stage, I would use a password at least to get to the next stage.
Yeah.
I at least played every stage, but I did it with passwords. Because it's one of those games, it's like you have no choice. It's that broken.
And you know what? Even before we get to the game, I got a quick question for you about the AVGN episode. How did you exactly edit it to fit the song for Pink Floyd?
I think people know by now, but in case anybody's forgotten or not sure, the episode syncs up with Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. And that's because the movie Wizard of Oz was like, you know, it sort of kind of syncs up in places, and that became kind of like a rumor thing where Pink Floyd did it on purpose and stuff, but I don't think that's true at all.
Did you basically put the video into the timeline and then have the song in the timeline, and whenever the parts in the song happen, you kind of like...
Yeah.
If a certain part happens, like, you knew to lay, like, you know, something on that part of the timeline?
Yeah, it was one of the craziest things I did for an episode, because I think back and I'm like, wow, the effort I did to make it sync up with Dark Side of the Moon, or like, you know, the first couple songs off it, or however long it goes. It was like, I don't think I've ever, since that episode, have I done anything that bizarre. You know, like, because it wasn't even a thing where I even explained. It was kind of meant to be like I wanted somebody else to figure it out. You know? So I put all that effort into syncing it up, but I didn't want it to come off weird either, where if you were watching it, you'd be like, why is it edited this way? If you didn't know. And also, you're not supposed, like, the main way to watch it is with the commentary and listening to the review. But if you mute it and then just play the soundtrack, just play Dark Side of the Moon, it'll sync up. Although it's a little tricky, you have to do it on the third lion roar, which is what it is in the movie. But you didn't exactly do a roar. You kind of did one of those, like, the gruff, gruff, you know. There it is, yeah. Where it's kind of hard to tell what is the third roar, so I put a little number at the bottom where it goes 1, 2, 3. But if you sync it up correctly, it matches up way better than the real movie Wizard of Oz, because it was actually done on purpose. But yeah, that was really funny that I did that. It's like, what? Like, I think back, I'm like, why the hell did I do that?
You just, I think you thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, I still do, I guess.
So what is this?
Gee, I don't know. Get the hell out of it.
Okay. So, like, Toto jumps on letters or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of... Yeah, Toto jumps on letters. Don't you love that, how it just appears?
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck this is.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say get past that tree. Oh!
What? So is this cheese?
I don't remember. I think they're like lemons. It's a lemon tree.
Yeah, okay, so there's lemons. Is there even a lemon tree in the movie? So okay, so there's gems and whatever this is, gold. I guess it's gold. So Dorothy's collecting gold. Oh no, they're bricks. I'm stupid. They're yellow bricks for the yellow brick road.
Okay. The lemons just, oh, you know what they are? Lemon drops. Because the lemons drop.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it actually is, but
The lemon drops.
lemon drops. Because that's in the song, isn't it? Somewhere Over the Rainbow. This is just going to be, just have fun. This is just so that you can experience how bad it is.
This is the Deadly Desert.
It must be.
Which is also not in the movie.
Yeah, and so far, I don't think we've come across anything that bad. I think it takes a little while.
I mean, I think the fucking thing with the dog and the letters, like, that's kind of... I don't even know what that is. I mean, I guess that's not bad. It's just I don't know what the fuck it is.
But there's going to be parts where, like, you don't know what... Whoa! Okay, like, there's cheap shit like that, but then there's, like, parts where you don't know what you can jump on. Like, you jump through things and stuff like that.
Yes, this is my first time playing this game, so, like, I haven't figured any of this... If I was, like, streaming this, I would, like, sit and figure it out, and, like, I don't know what any of the items do, like the wand and, like, the ruby slippers, and then there seems to be, like, some kind of bow is selectable or something. So, I don't know what all the shit in the menu does. No, this isn't the Deadly Desert. It said Gambru Gorge or something. So this isn't even the Deadly Desert.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically, like, if it's one of those things where, like, if they got the ideas from the books, that might... Like, there could be some things in here that are actually from the book.
Okay.
But I wouldn't give them that much credit.
Oh, she does have a kick. Okay. They're cactus cats, or cactus cat.
Oh, it's all about the jokes. Yeah. Cactus cats.
Lemon drops, cactus cats. So wait, I can't jump and kick. That sucks. How am I supposed to get by this?
Do you have a projectile?
No. I can't, like, duck and, like, crawl or anything.
And if you jump and kick, does anything happen?
I can't. I jump.
Oh,
I can jump.
I see. Like,
you
nothing
can't,
at
like,
all.
jump and kick.
Maybe just try to jump real far. Oh,
I took a hit, I guess.
you took a hit. Okay, I couldn't tell.
Okay, so her life bar is
I'm
on the
looking at it
bottom.
on, like, a laptop that's, like, way over there, just so people know.
Look at this.
Wow, that sucks.
It sucks that you can't jump and kick. You should be able to jump in the air and then kick.
Yeah, I bet that you need some projectile or something that... Whoa, what the hell? How are you going to get out of that?
I don't know. I'm going to have to just take a hit. There, now I got a projectile, I guess.
Okay.
So the yellow bricks, you're throwing bricks.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize
Throwing
that's
yellow bricks from the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, I thought it was gold when we first started playing. All right. So she's still by herself. We haven't found the scarecrow yet.
Well, you're throwing pieces of the Yellow Brick Road.
Here we go.
That'd be like in Star Wars, if they made a Star Wars game where you throw stars.
Yeah.
Like really just no thought. Like, couldn't you just be throwing, like, apples at least or something?
I mean, I guess were they making those kind of puns in the Wizard of Oz, like dumb puns like that?
Like lemon drops and things?
I guess, right?
Oh yeah, no, they did, like, horse of another color and stuff like that. So I mean, it is in tune kind of with the humor.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is hard.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Wait a sec. Oh, that's why you were saying you got to take down the passwords.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, if that starts you over, then I'm gonna get you a password.
Well, now, okay, so that was my first time trying it, so now I know how to play it. So yeah, I do need passwords, I think.
MNPQRR. Let me know if I'm going too fast.
Keep going.
SCC FPF
FPF
XG
Oh my god. X G
X F
F
L
L
M
M
G
G
D
T.
Oh! Oh my fucking... that might have happened in the nerd episode. Oh my god!
What the fuck just happened?
Oh my god. Tell you what,
Did you do that on purpose because you knew that was going to happen?
No, I did not, actually. I mean, it might be in the episode because it seems familiar. I was just about to say, too, I was about to say, good luck hitting the right button.
Motherfucker.
Because who knows, that fucking sucked.
Alright, we do that one more time?
I guess you better figure out what did you just push?
I hit B, which is what I was hitting to enter all the letters.
Oh my God! So you have to hit B all along, and then at the end you have to hit something else.
What the
Holy
fuck?
shit, that's bad. Okay. M N P
P
G D G
G D G.
Okay, looks like we got it.
Let's see where this is. Now, let's see. Okay, so these bounce up. Jeez. So you don't go, like, up into these trees?
I think you gotta get across. I think you just go to the right.
I go to the right, okay.
But you need to just do like a big jump to get there, I think.
Do I jump on those teeth?
I don't remember. I mean, I think that they probably kill you.
So where do I jump to then?
I think you bounce on that and then just go veer to the right. Like yeah, there you go. Just
Oh, you can walk in the water.
Oh, okay. You can walk in the water. All right.
Not that that's even water.
Like it looked like lava or something that would kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
You would, or like quicksand. Like you.
Oh, look, you can jump on the branches. Some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
It'd be nice if you could get health.
Like,
is that supposed to be the fucking the Scarecrow's like diploma or whatever? Like when he graduates?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
You know, because it's not his diploma; it's like a graduation cap. But
yeah, I don't remember what it does, but yeah.
So do you remember? So like in the top menu. Oh wait, you can somehow. Oh, you can select through these. Oh, you select through the characters.
There you go. Okay.
You didn't tell me that.
So, I forgot. Like, I really don't remember this game much.
Okay.
Like, I would have to see the video again.
I mean, it was like a decade ago that we fucking did that.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2008, I think. But not just that it was 12 years ago, but that there's been so many episodes since. So, yeah, I think, but in the beginning of the game, I don't think you had those characters. I think you get them as you go on. So, like, if you played it before the password, you didn't have them.
Now we're fucking talking, though. Look at this. I got an axe now. Fuck this. Oh,
yeah,
but he can't.
Exactly.
Wait a second. He can't jump?
Oh, that's right. The Tin Man can't jump.
What can the lion do? Oh, that's right. I remember that. I did that in the video.
Yeah. Oh, the bitch slap, the bitch slap.
Oh, do the bitch slap, the bitch slap. Hey.
It's such a weird slap.
All right, so I got all the characters. Hey, I didn't see anything getting hung in the background.
Oh, like one of the actors who played the Munchkins, like they said they committed suicide, but that was just a rumor thing. Because what's in the background is a peacock.
Yeah.
But back then, when that movie came out, those rumors kind of were more convincing at the time because the only way you could see the movie was on VHS, and if you're looking at it on VHS, it's a lot fuzzier and there's not enough detail, so we couldn't tell what that thing was in the background, but it did look like some kind of form falling from a tree and then kind of swinging. It was real disturbing and everything, but then as DVD came out and then Blu-ray, and it's like, okay, you could see now clear as day it's just a peacock or some kind of bird, I forget, like ostrich or a peacock or something, and its neck comes out and it, like, I think it like extends its feathers,
yeah,
its wings, and yeah, so in other words, that whole thing was complete bullshit.
It was like an emo or something.
Yeah, anyway, just one of those weird little... I felt like I had to explain that ever since you mentioned...
The platforming in this is a bitch.
Yeah, this is where it starts getting bad.
Oh! And hold up a second. And the platform went away and it's not coming back.
Yeah.
I guess I have to do this. Let's see if it...
You might.
Oh, okay. That's how you respond.
Hopefully.
So you beat this game? Shit.
With passwords, yeah.
Oh, with passwords, okay.
I mean, I still played all of it. Like, I played every level, but...
But you had to use the... Well, I can't imagine doing this without passwords. You have to be a fucking maniac.
Yeah, because you'd have to, every time you lose, you have to do it all over again.
I can't even make it through this.
This makes me feel like watching that episode again.
And then you hit your head.
Oh, he turns into straw. Well, I don't remember that.
At least when you die, it's not like it takes the Scarecrow away and then I'm only left with like the other characters. Like, you keep all the characters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they give you many lives though.
Yeah. This is fucking terrible.
It's one of those like you lose, you start over kind of games. Yeah, I remember that spot you're in right there being like a really annoying jump.
Yeah, this whole thing's really annoying, actually. This actually is a really terrible game.
Yeah. Wait till you start like falling through.
Fuck!
Yeah. Oh, like that. Did you just fall through that? Did you fall through the platform?
I'm getting angry, sorry.
Yeah, oh, that's what this game does, yeah.
Like, there's some games like McKids or whatever, like, sometimes, but this one is, like, legit. Like, this one's really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, this one pisses me off.
And it's really, like, one of a kind, too, because there aren't many Super Nintendo games that are this horrible.
Yeah. Oh my god! And you don't...
Wow.
Sorry. This is annoying. And it's... Oh, and you know... Oh my god! And it's like...
Oh.
I don't feel like if you were here, like... It's not like I'm like, oh, I'll pass you the controller, because it's like, you've already done this.
I mean, I did it a long time ago, but yeah. Oh, did you fall through one again? That's where it's at. Maybe try another character.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, he can't even jump.
He can't jump.
I'll try the fucking lion. I think the lion does actually jump a little bit better. Like, a little bit. It is, like, the controls are, like, a little bit different for the... What?!
Oh, jeez.
Wait, how... Is he, like, weak when he gets hurt? Like, maybe he takes more hit points away if he gets hit, I think.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, because the characters do have different abilities, so... Maybe that's his problem. Like, Tin Man can't jump, but he can kill people really good. Oh, God, there he goes.
I'm gonna try going left, because I haven't been doing that.
Okay, whoa.
Alright, oh, it's a dead end.
Oh,
and she's got like a bubble she shoots or something? I don't fucking know, dude.
Oh! You fell through again?
Yeah. Here.
Oh.
Let's see. Dude.
Wow.
You picked a good one when you did this.
One of the best movies ever made.
Now I think I actually might stream this game at some point, because that, you know how I get with this shit. Even if a game's really bad, it's like I feel like I have to fucking do it. I would do it with continues, though. I wouldn't try to do it without.
Yeah, it's kind of similar like when I did the nerd videos. Like, the only reason I'd ever play a game that bad is because I know that I'm making a video about it. Just the fact you're making a video is what motivates you to do it. Because
it's with me. It's not just that. It's also that so I beat Superman 64, and it's like I did it because it was like funny or whatever, but I also did it because I think I like wanted to see like if I could do it, because it's like the game is broken, you know? And it's kind of like it's kind of like, I guess, a curiosity thing. It's like, okay, can I make it through this game, because it's clearly like really broken? And then when I actually do progress a little bit, I'm like, it's almost like like I get some weird kind of satisfaction out of like getting through something that's broken. I mean, I like really like well-designed games too, obviously. Like, I like good games, but there is something weird about some weird satisfaction to get out of beating a game that's like broken. It's why I beat Jekyll and Hyde. It's like, that game's a broken piece of shit, but when I beat it, I was like, oh yeah, I beat this broken piece of crap. You know?
Like, it's more of a challenge?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't really... It's hard to put into words, but I get some kind of weird satisfaction out of beating, like, these terrible... I cannot fucking do this, though!
Oh. Damn.
Alright. So I might continue this someday on stream, but I think I get the idea. This is horrible.
JPQ.
JPQ. I just have to say really quick, when you enter the numbers in this, it's like really sensitive. Like, it's not like you enter the letter and it just like inputs it. It's like, if you like hold it down too long, it'll put in like a bunch of like letters like really quickly. It's like really shitty.
Wow.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, everything about it's bad.
It's really a bad password system.
Alright, let's see what this does.
Hey, this looks like an Emerald City. This is different.
Alright, so at least we got something there.
Alright.
I remember one part where you're like on a river with platforms, and that part being really horrible. But anyway, we'll try a little Emerald City.
Oh no. Do I go up?
You gotta jump on something, I guess.
Do you remember?
Wow. I'm remembering this a little bit. Yeah, this is... It's total bullshit. I think you just got to jump on something.
She gets hurt if you touch the fire. Oh,
yeah,
this.
like that thing. That... Oh.
There. Oh, my God. Oh, wait a second. Look at that.
Yeah.
You can like barely like. Doesn't she look like she's like can't like reach that, but you can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crap.
But all those other things that look like blocks, you can't jump on.
And I just got a key, so does that mean I can? Is this a door? Like I go to this? I don't know what I'm supposed to jump on.
Oh, maybe that was a window or something. I mean, a door.
If you can just guide me if you have ideas.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe to the left, I think maybe there's like a door now or something.
Okay.
Like maybe a door appeared. Like.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish you could run.
Oh, there's that thing you could jump on too.
Aha.
Maybe try getting on that one.
Oh, this one's higher up, I think.
Oh, oh my God.
Wait, what?
Wow.
What do you do?
Wow.
You wanted to show me this because Oh! I hit up on it and now it's a door.
What did you do?
I hit up on this and then it sends me
the emerald, that big square gem emerald, I guess, is a door.
Apparently.
Wow.
Oh, okay, I gotta say something that's bullshit. This is something that's really bad. So you can't, like, jump down, I don't think, like in Contra, like right here. So the only way to get down from here is to get hit. And I died.
Yeah. That's another thing, yeah.
Oh my God.
That happens a lot.
There always has to be a way to not get hit. And look how slow she walks. You know what? I know how you don't get hit. So if I push forward right here, I'll get hit because the only way to jump down and I can't jump over it. So you know what I have to do to not get hit?
What?
This.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I feel like that might be in the nerd episode. You might have actually just recreated a shot from the nerd episode.
Oh, did I? Well, you know what? That's what I have to say. Like anybody would have made that complaint, though. You know?
Yeah. Because you know this episode was 12 years ago. This is bringing back memories. Like it's starting to feel like familiar.
Yeah.
So I feel like that. I could be wrong. Maybe that's not in the episode, but it's starting to.
But you probably did it even if it's not in the episode. You probably did it anyway when you played it.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and then I get this key, and then I go in one of the other doors or something. I probably go in the door to the right now.
Yeah.
See, certain keys open certain doors, but it doesn't. There should be like numbers on the keys or something, and numbers on the doors to tell you, so you know which one to go in. This is like a shitty maze.
Yeah. Like there's games that are really bad where you can, you know, basically think like, okay, they didn't have a lot of money or time. That they were probably under a time constraint with just a few amount of people. But this is one of those games where you're like, the only way they could have made it this bad is if they did it on purpose.
Yeah. So I get it now. So it's like a maze and you collect keys, and I don't have the key right now, so I gotta like figure out where the key is and then find the right door. This sucks. Oh, speaking of that reminds me of something I have to tell you about, and we're never gonna get the chance probably. But do you remember when we did the revisited episodes of like some of the episodes like TMNT and all that? So we did the McKids episode so many years ago, and you know how like basically you and I we did that video just as like a, you know, to make fun of McDonald's stuff and, you know, oh ha ha ha, like, you know, grimace, like whatever. But that game actually isn't that bad. It's just a Mario 3 clone, and Mario 3 is a pretty good, you know, game. If you're gonna clone a game, why not clone Mario 3, right?
Yeah.
You know, to be fair. So here's the thing though. So I did a full playthrough, like the entire game of McKids, like, I don't know, a year ago or something. I totally forgot to tell you this. So if you do everything there is in the game, the very last thing there is to do, there are these special stages that you can go to, and there is this special sort of bonus world where it's similar to what we're doing right here, which is why I'm bringing it up. You kind of like go in one door and come out of another door, and they all look like exactly the same. So there's just doors next to doors, and you have to, they're actually zippers that you go in, but basically like, you got to keep going in these random doors and memorize like which door to go in, and it is by far the worst part of McKids, and we didn't include that. So
wow.
if we never mention it, there you go. We mentioned it right here. I had to say it because that's the part of McKids that actually really sucks.
Yeah, wow. I mean, like, yeah, so there you go. If there's something that actually sucks about it. But when we did McKids, I remember it was like, there were a few episodes in a row that we just did very quickly, and I think you recorded like the majority of the footage for those too, of the gameplay.
Yeah.
And it was basically, you know, you were just helping me out, like just to get more episodes out. But at that time, we kind of realized like that wasn't the answer because we needed more time. I needed more time to actually play the games and get more familiar with them. Where like a lot of those revisited things, yeah, like where we went back and was like, hey, we could have gone farther with this game. There were more things in it that we missed. So that happens. That happened a lot back then. I feel like now it's pretty thorough most of the time.
Yeah, now it is. It has been for a long time, but in the early days, hey, I remember those tapes that you still have of like when you played Top Gun. I think the recording is like 10 minutes or something. Like you didn't play Top Gun for that long, but now when we do it, it's like hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Like how many hours did you record Seaman for?
Seaman was the longest, I think. It was probably like 60 hours of just playing the game.
Oh, 60 hours of Seaman. Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, the reason I had to was because I already looked up stuff that happens later that I definitely wanted to include. So, in the only way to get to those parts is to like let time run out. Like it was a time-based game where, I mean, there's certain things you could do where you could advance the clock on the console. You could cheat a little bit, but there wasn't much. Like a lot, like there's this whole part where the tadpole has to turn into a frog, and then it becomes like intelligent. And it was this long process of this thing where you have no choice but to just go through it, and a lot of times just sit there and wait. And if you don't do it right, if you fuck up on one thing, you got to do all that over again. So there was like one part where I screwed up, and it meant like hours that I had to like replay. So Seaman is wow.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great episode, but having to endure that game was just very, very time consuming. Because it's not meant to be like a game you play at once. It's supposed to be like this virtual pet kind of thing where you come back to it every once in a while. It's
kind of actually like Animal Crossing is now. I don't know a lot about Animal Crossing, but I think that's sort of like you play a little bit of it each day from what I've come to hear, understand
that's
about
right.
it.
Yeah. Not as much as like Seaman. Seaman, it's like a whole other thing, but yeah, it's a lot like that. Yeah. I mean, I will say Seaman was probably one of the most unique games and one of the most unique episodes that we've done.
Yeah, I found that at a game store, and I was excited because you had specifically asked me. You were like, I want some. You were like, I've done so many of these videos now, then they're all like the same. I need to do something different. So I was like, well, what about this? Because this has a microphone on it, and it's Leonard Nimoy, and it's totally different type of gameplay. So
yeah, that was definitely a good choice.
Yeah. Anyway, like this is. I could probably get through this, but this is like just like a confusing mess. I'm collecting keys and going indoors, and it's just like I just don't want to do this level anymore.
Yeah.
I hate this level.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, if you wanted to stream like a bad game and like you really wanted that like extra challenge of just a totally broken piece of shit game, like this is a good choice.
Yeah. Also, another thing is I also don't know what so. In the top menu there's like the little star rod, and then there's her red ruby slipper. Then next to that, there's like little like wave-looking symbols like that are yellow, red, blue, and purple, and it's like almost like a rainbow kind of thing. Like I don't know what the fuck that means. I will say from what I played, so this is my first time playing Wizard of Oz. I think this game is horrible. And again, it's really disappointing. I think the graphics are fucking great. I think they focused so much on the graphics and didn't really get the gameplay at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Yeah. And knowing is half the battle.
All right, so a few weeks back, the footage that you guys just watched of me and James playing the game, we hadn't touched the Wizard of Oz for, I don't know, 10 years or something since the AVGN video. So after we recorded that, I was like, you know what, let me go back and actually try out the game and see what happens. So I played through the entire game, and oh boy, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and I did it legitimately. But I mean,
Well,
I died a million times, but I used passwords, and it took me something like 15 hours or something to beat the game.
Use passwords to get back to where you were so that you can keep continuing, basically.
Exactly, yes.
Well, congratulations, I guess. That must have been torture.
It was, I played a bunch of bad games, as you know. It was possibly the worst game I've ever played outside of maybe Bart's Nightmare.
Wow.
Yeah. So, great pick, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Sometimes for AVGN, there'll be like, something like Mick Kids or something like that. And it's like, that wasn't like the best pick or whatever. But,
like it wasn't that bad. Yeah, like Mick
actually,
Kids
you know what?
bad.
Question for you. Out of all the AVGN videos, other than Mick Kids, is there a game that you felt like was not totally fair or like it wasn't that bad?
Yeah, probably. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I'm sure that, because that's the whole idea, is to exaggerate a lot of times. But it helps when you pick a game that's really, really terrible like this one. But there were some, like, I don't remember, maybe off the top of my head, Independence Day, where it was kind of like, it was mediocre, but it wasn't like horrible. But I don't know. There were some for sure.
So here's what I did. So I watched the AVGN video again, and I was curious what flaws you mentioned. So I wanted to go through that first with you, and let's talk a little bit about the AVGN video. Okay, so I wrote this stuff down. So you talked about the bad demo in the beginning. You briefly mentioned that there's puzzles in the game, and but you don't really go too much into the puzzles. So I have a little bit to say about that. You talk about how the character sprites are kind of goofy. The thing that holds absolutely true from playing through the entire game is you talk quite a bit about how you fall through platforms and how that's the worst part, pretty much. What? She went right through it! So you covered that really, really well, and that's true. I still think that that's the worst part of the game by far. So I spent all this time. I go through the entire game, and I wanted to list you off the other stuff in the game that's also bad that wasn't mentioned. This is kind of like we're doing a little bit of a revisited thing, I guess. Okay, so one thing I thought was bad is that Dorothy, she can't do a jump kick. There's a lot of flying enemies. Like there might be like birds or crows or shit like that, like flying at you. It would be nice if some of the characters, like if you were the Scarecrow or if you were Dorothy, if you could like jump in the air and like kick the birds. Yeah. Now imagine, James, you're watching The Wizard of Oz from 1939 with Judy Garland.
Yeah.
And she's like jump kicking like crows in the air. So one of the big things that wasn't really talked about too much was there's a dice mini game where you go into this mini game. There's like these bones floating in the sky. You jump into a bone and it starts a mini game. And there's a bunch of different types of mini games. Most of the mini games are fine, but there's one that's terrible, and it's the dice mini game. And you have to jump on this popper thing, which rolls dice.
Kind of like the game Trouble or something.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's exactly like that. So it rolls these dice. Basically, imagine if you wrote down the numbers 1 to 12 on a piece of paper, and then you roll dice, and on the dice it says 1 and 1, let's say. Well, then you could add those together, and that would be 2. So now cross off the number 2 on your list. So you roll the dice again, and then it says 4 and 4, or it says, let's say it says 4 and 3. So you can either cross off the 4 and the 3 on the piece of paper, or you can add them together and you can cross off the 7. So you can pick like one or the other. As you go, as you're rolling the dice, your chances to get all those numbers gets less and less. So so the game can just end, and then you have to just do it over again. So it's essentially like playing a slot machine in Las Vegas or something. It's a chance thing, and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I sat and did it for an hour, and I never got through it. It's like winning the jackpot. It's just, you shouldn't have a thing like that, I don't think. Unless you're playing like a casino game or something.
There are actually some pretty cool Wizard of Oz slot machines that exist.
I hate when they get rid of slot machines, and there's like a really cool one. There used to be a really cool Star Trek The Original Series one that I liked a lot, and then they got rid of it, and I'm like, God damn it. Anyway, that's another subject.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, I think it's horrible that they included something that's like completely fucking random. But fortunately, what I can say, that minigame, you don't have to do it, because they put an extra ticket in, because the goal of the game is to collect the tickets. Which I didn't know any of this when we recorded last time.
That you collect tickets and stuff. Yeah, so, I don't think I really got into that much.
And one of the things I want to bring up about the tickets, this is where I'm going to bring up something on the screen for you to see. So, okay, can you see the mouse or no?
I can, yeah.
Okay, so these things up here are what I'm talking about, these pie slices. So when you get a ticket, the ticket goes into these pie slices. Basically, the point is the way they count up the tickets, it looks like a big piece of a ticket, kind of like, you're putting like a card into a box or something. That little one little pixel.
Yeah.
That little one little pixel at the bottom of the red is one of the tickets. So what they should have... So as I was going through the game, it's like, you need 6 tickets to get through, for each world. And it's absolutely mandatory or you can't beat the game.
How far can you go without them?
Well, you can go into all the worlds, but like when you get to the end of the game and you get to the Emerald City, if you don't have all the tickets, you can't beat the game. What my problem is, I'm looking at these pie slices in the sky, right? These like rainbow pie slices, and I couldn't count how many tickets I had. I was like, I don't know how many, like on that red one especially, I didn't know how many ticket slices I had, because I'm like, do I have 6? Do I have 5? I don't know. I can't count it, because the way they do it is awful. What they should have done is had a number.
If it wasn't for those like black stripes, like if it was just a solid red and yellow, you would see that there would be like one little black pixel, and that would be like the negative space. So like, because you see all that, you just think it's another stripe. You just think it's a red and black stripe, pattern.
So this part is complete bullshit, because, okay, you see that arrow on the screen?
Yeah.
The arrow means if you jump up from there, you exit the level, and then you can go on back to the map. But as you can see right there, there is a blue ticket, and that you have to get. You got to get all the tickets; they're mandatory. So
what's the ticket? That little thing on the ledge?
Yeah, that little blue thing on the ledge. When you jump there, you'll exit the stage. What? They put it like right near the fucking exit. You have to do the entire level again if you don't know to jump directly into the ticket. Okay. Alright, this is where I'm going to jump up into it. I'm going to try to. Got it! That is what you have to do to get that ticket. Because if you jump straight up, level ends. Okay, I got a question. When you play through, let's say, The Legend of Zelda, and you get to the end, and you fight Ganon, right? What happens after that?
That's it. I mean, you go in the next room, there's Zelda, and then the credits start. And
right. Okay, another question for you. You play...
And the witch isn't the last person in the game, which is weird, yeah. I remember when I did the video, I think that's where I stopped it, because I'm like, what's the point of showing anything more? Because, like, I think I looked into it, but I was like, okay, after the witch, there's really, like, nothing worth pointing out. So I was like, just end on the witch. Okay,
well, okay, so you did know that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's absolutely stupid, because you kill the witch. That's where, you cut to the end credits. So it goes
because
back
after
to
that, there's really there's nothing. From what I remember, there's nothing interesting after the witch.
They should have designed it to where the very last ticket that you get is right before the witch or something like that, and then the game ends right after that. But that's not how it works. The witch's castle is like the second stage in the last world. So you do that whole stage, which is a really annoying stage. You kill the witch, and then after that, there's like 4 or 5 more random stages that you have to do, and they're long, and you go through them, and you have to find tickets and shit, and it's like, okay, well, I just killed the witch like 2 hours ago, and the game is still going.
The only thing that could come after the witch would be the wizard, maybe. Like, if you want to have him, maybe they could have, and obviously it's not like anything else follows the movie, so why not have the wizard be like the final boss, and he's shooting fireballs and stuff to, like, scare Dorothy away, and then when you beat him, then, the old man comes out and
well,
and then he
to be fair, the wizard, you don't fight the wizard, but the end of the game where you have to like go into the Emerald City and all that, and then there's a big maze with the doors and all that, which you do talk about that in the AV Jan video. That comes out. That's the very, very end of the game. But what the thing is, between the witch's castle and when you get to the Wizard of Oz, there's like 4 other like stages that you have to go through, and they're not easy.
Yeah. Like it's just more Emerald City, right?
No, here I'll actually show you. So there's, oh my god, there's this whole level. This might be the worst part of the game. It's called Maze House, and I literally had to draw a fucking map to get through this. This whole thing is like this. So on the screen here, you see these doors. You go in one of these doors, and then next thing you know, you're in a completely different part of this house. So what I had to do, see, he just went in, now I'm totally somewhere else. So what I had to do was like mark this door as like A, and then the next door I get to, I mark that as B, and like B leads to B, and then I go in the next door, like these 2 doors up top here, like maybe this door is door 12. It's this horrible fucking maze, and this took me an hour to go through. And again, this is mandatory. You have to do this because there's 3 tickets in here. I think they're purple tickets or blue tickets or something, whatever they are. You have to fucking do this maze, and like I had to sit there with a fucking map. Like I drew out this giant fucking map. Oh, here you go. Here's the fucking map I drew, and here's like a line. So I'm like drawing like lines in between, and then each door I'm like writing down like, okay, this door here is door A, which leads to this over here, and it's this horrible fucking shit. And then here's the thing: where's the at what point is the witch? Oh, here. Okay, so this is the witch. This is a 4-hour stream. 3 hours into it, I was doing the witch, and then I keep going. So there's another hour after that of me playing the game, and all these other levels. So this is a whole level that comes after the witch. It's this like garden, like this garden maze that you have to do. Where's that in the movie? The nighttime garden maze. That's more like that's like The Shining. Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's something that could be in the movie. Like, I mean, it's not, but it's something that could belong in the movie.
Oh yeah. There's not anything in there that's like all the levels are like places that you could imagine being in Oz. It's just the order in which they're doing this shit.
It almost seems like it could have been an accident, maybe. Like the witch level was supposed to be at the end. Yeah. But they screwed up or something. I don't know.
Here's another one I want to show you. This is also after the witch.
Okay.
This is a level where all the platforms spin.
Oh, like that, yeah.
So if you jump on them at the wrong time, you might like jump through. And shit.
So if they spin, I assume you just fall through.
Yeah, right? You fall through like that.
Like that, okay.
And then you got to redo the whole level.
Yeah, lovely. The platforming is the worst thing in this game.
Absolutely, yeah, it absolutely is. Let me see if I have anything else. Oh, here's something I definitely got to show you. So this part's really funny. So you finally you do the wizard, you beat the game, and then the end credits roll. I got to show you the something in the end credits. There's a boing sound effect?
The the sound effect.
Yeah. Why do they have a boing on the on the end?
I don't know. They thought it was like Looney Tunes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They got Wizard of Oz confused with Looney Tunes.
Because as I recall, I think the movie does begin with the end. I forget, but the movie definitely doesn't have a boing.
Imagine the credits come up and it's like boing.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. And okay, I got another thing. So the gameplay mechanics of your weapon. So look at the green thing in the top. You got the star rod and the shoes, like that, like all that part. All right, so in the top left here, with this green bar, it shows you these like gems that you can shoot. You have no idea how many you have. So if you pick up one of these things, it might give you. It doesn't tell you how many. So let's say it gives you 5, but now you kill 1 or 2 enemies. Now you're on the next stage. You would have to keep track of how many weapon things you have left. Which is like, if you're playing Ninja Gaiden, they tell you how much of your weapon you have left. There's like a number. Most games do that. They needed to have like basically this menu needed to have like more fucking numbers on it to tell you what's going on. The tickets needed more numbers, and the weapon needed to have like some kind of system to be like, okay, you have 2 shots left. It doesn't tell you shit.
Well, I guess now you got the full experience. Like now you've seen more of the game than I did, so.
Well, I'll tell you what I did learn. I did learn that I remember years and years and years ago, you were like, there probably aren't that many bad games on Super Nintendo, but we found out over the years that there are a lot of bad games on Super Nintendo, and out of the ones that I played, this probably is the worst Super Nintendo game. Like I said, right up there with Bart's Nightmare. And yeah, if you want to play a bad one, and I think it's a shame, because I do want to say what I do think is good about the game. I think the graphics are good. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I know. Like the only thing good I can say about this game is it's based on a movie that's good.
Yeah, exactly. It's really fucking
Yeah, so basically nothing. But yeah, like you said, the graphics are all right. The graphics are okay.
Yeah, I wish that there was a good Wizard of Oz game. There's so much to pull from. There's so many cool like environments and things. Like it's the perfect thing to make a video game out of. But I think still to this day somebody should go back and make a really good Wizard of Oz game, because we've never had one.
It should be like an RPG. I feel like Wizard of Oz is sort of like an RPG to begin with different characters joining you as you go along. I don't know. It could that's one way to do it.
I think we did a pretty thorough job. James reviewed the entire game. I played the entire game. It sucks. It's one of the worst Super Nintendo games. There you have it. And once again, if you missed the message, we will be taking a break, a hiatus from the show, but we will be back in February with more episodes, because as James likes to say, many more Mondays, many more games. We'll see you in February.